Hmm. Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's an episode of this week's Pipes. And it's been a funny old week. I've got lots to show you. Yeah, this week has been mostly about pipes. I haven't really been watching anything on Netflix at all this week. Just haven't had the time. I'm smoking some C&D Carolina Red Flake. And I'm drinking Erdinger, a Weissbier. A wheat beer. Now, what order to show you things in? I know. I'll show you the pipes I've made this week. Which one first? This one first. It is, of course, a sleek Bulldog. The first rusticated one I've ever made. Pat in Singapore said, "Do you think you could do a rusticated one?" And I thought, yeah, I reckon I could. And Pat is a fan of the Portoro marble resin, so I requested that, and I thought, I think the best way to pair the contrast ring is to match that gold. So I use the same pigment that I use in the resin on the ring, and that's pretty cool. Pretty heavily rusticated, that's how we do it. And that's the Portoro marble, which is a black, white and gold. You know these stems by now. They take the midpoint off the facets on the diamond shank and then split to the button. They do that on both sides. And this is part of a 2-pipe request. The other one was a somewhat unusual one. The pipe's not so unusual, but I've only made it once before. And this is a panelled billiard, as you can see. Also heavily rusticated. So, I don't like flat panels. So my panels are generally rounded, as you can see. The shape is rounded and then the panel is shaped into them. And that's the way it works in my brain. Because you want to keep those nice billiard lines, right? You want to keep, if it's, well, okay. Everyone does it different, but that's the way it works for me. I nearly did this black, but instead I went for like a double layer of dark chocolate. So it is really dark, but it's still brown, believe it or not. Also with Potoro marble from a different part of the stem. So you can see the same elements, black, white and gold, but in different quantities throughout the rod. So some nice variation there. I should probably point out that these are both fitted for 6mm filter. That's both of these guys. So a nice little pair. Now a pipe that I haven't made, but I've been discussing a lot this week because I won a pipe in the raffle of the pipe smoking championship a couple of weeks back. For various reasons, it's taken a little while. I had to leave before the actual raffle took place. So it was actually Chris Asquith picked my prize up for me and sent it to me. And it turned out to be a very curious fellow. Not at first glance, but at second glance. So, this is the pipe that I won. A telltale white spot. It's a Dunhill. It's a Dunhill Billiard. But that is just where the mystery starts. When I received it, I just thought it was a billiard. But pretty damn quick. Can you see? Can I show you what I could see down the bottom? One moment. Now, obviously, this is an estate pipe. You can see it's been reamed, it's been cleaned. Can you see? So firstly, there's like a ball at the bottom, or what appears to be a ball. And secondly, 1, 2, 3 airway holes. 1, 2, 3. And no straight airway hole from the shank. And I was like, what the hell? Then I noticed these two lines. Kind of a bit like what you'd see on a Bulldog or a Rhodesian, but like, and then I was like, okay, the grain kind of matches, but also I'm not sure. So I had to go to the UK, first of all, the UK Facebook club page, and then the Spares, the speakeasy pipe section on that forum, to see if anyone could tell me anything about this thing. So I found out a number of things. Firstly, I thought, okay, this has been spliced on weirdly for some reason. And then someone pointed out, yeah, it's not spliced on. It's threaded on. And now you can see the bottom with the 3 airway holes. Now this piece I think it might mean to come out. Currently it doesn't, or at least not. I've only gingerly tried to sort of tap it out, but I didn't want to force the issue because I'm currently unsure if it's glued in, or is this meant to be a permanent fixture, or is this meant to be a part that you can change out. In any case, turns out it's part of what Dunhill called a dryway system. And I don't know the exact years that these were made from and between, but someone did some research for me, and I don't know if you can see, but first of all, you got five numbers in the product code here, or production number if you prefer. 43461, I think that's right. 43461. Sorry, I'm holding that upside down to you. But then also there's a number at the end here, and we believe that's 13. We believe it's 13. So it says Dunhill shell, made in London or made in England, and then the number 13. So that makes this, apparently, I don't know if anyone can confirm, made in 1973. It's a 1973 dryway Dunhill shell briar billiard. That's a bit of a mouthful, which is pretty awesome because that's my birth year. And I haven't decided what the fate of this pipe is. I reckon it's pretty special. I have never seen anything like it. But then, of course, I'm not a Dunhill aficionado. Those of you that are might go, oh yeah, these are totally well known. Apparently they didn't use the 5-digit product code for very long, only for a matter of several years. I believe that's the case. Currently I believe that to be the case. But anyway, so yeah, fascinating pipe, right? And I might, we'll see what I've got thoughts about what I might do. I think that's special enough that I might do something. Also, before the final item, my Vegas tickets are booked. So I am 100% going to Vegas for the Las Vegas Pipe Show. So those of you that wanted to know, what are the odds of me going? I mean, bar hurricane, tornado, or earthquake, I'll be at the Las Vegas Pipe Show. Which is something like October 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th. It's that weekend. Because my flight home is booked for the 27th. I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to be in Vegas. I know I'm going to Los Angeles on the 21st. And then I'm driving with Johnny Adams to the Vegas show a day or two after that. So we're going to be like in Vegas like Tuesday or Wednesday, which seems like an adventure to me. But I'm really looking forward to that. There's a load of faces I'm hoping to meet there. So yeah, that's an adventure for October. All right. Now, the 4 Horsemen finally got their act together. This is our Blue Moon set. Now, to those keeping track, this was meant to be released a couple of weeks ago, but we weren't quite on the ball with our own schedule. But that's all right. With the Four Horsemen, we can make the rules, we can break the rules. It's fine. So let me show you the pipes in this set. From me, we'll do me. It is a sleek Bulldog in the blue with my fairly new seafoam stem material with blue contrast ring. It's a really nice piece. And this one was one of like the inaugural pieces for showing off my first new bit of resin for some time. So all the features that you've just seen on the other Bulldog, but in this like really cool black and blue theme. So one sleek Bulldog, that's the first pipe. The next is Ian's, or that's Mr. Northern Briars to you. This is his shape he calls the Countryman, which is pretty unique. I didn't realise when I said blue to the guys that it would almost uniquely mean that they wound up using my resin. This is an old piece that I must have given Ian, because this is the old Ocean Wave. I think that's what I called it, but this is the previous part of the I think I called them vintage range. Anyway, so he had a piece of that, and so used that. Smooth rim, rusticated body, silver ring. Celtic knot style. Chunky piece, a la Ian Walker. And this is Mike's. Blake Marbriar. Now, it seems that Mike, I knew he said Ian, he uses these opportunities, the Four Horsemen opportunities, to do things he's never done before. And so this is the quirkiest pipe of the batch. Blue stem. That's not mine actually, because you can tell that's like a blue, like a pearl blue. I haven't done a pearl blue. So firstly, he did a meerschaum pipe. And secondly, he did a carved skull. Kind of Day of the Dead-ish. Mike always surprises. It's like, what? I did not see you doing that. He threatened that he might do one, say for one set, he'll make us all carve meerschaum, which frankly terrifies me. He said he'll fling us all a block of meerschaum and we've got to carve it. Obviously I've done skulls in Briar, but I've never carved meerschaum. So, a meerschaum skull from Mike. And then finally, but not leastly, from Chris Asquith, some of my Blue Cumberland. And I believe the way getting blue onto Briar is probably the hardest, without doubt, the hardest colour to do. Why? Because all Briar, even the palest Briar, tends into the yellow. You can get some very pale Briar. I use very pale Briar, but it still tends into the yellow. And when you put blue over yellow, you more or less get green. And there's not much you can do about it. That's just the way it is. That's why every now and then when someone asks me, can I do a blue pipe, as in a blue stummel, I go, I mean, I can put a blue stain on a pipe. Anybody can do that, but it's not going to look blue. It's going to look greenish. But Chris used his, now what does he call it? Driftwood finish, which is a way of getting the colour out of the Briar. I don't know what the method is exactly. It's not something that I've ever done. But Chris does it. And it means that the Briar is virtually white, I think, by the time the method is done. And you get a blue pipe. The blue is blue. So there you go. A completely blue pipe. Which is just like classic Chris shaping, really crisp on the transition. The neatest buttons in all Christendom. About as dainty as you get. Super light. So, that is the somewhat quirky Blue Moon pipe set. If you're interested in that one-off box set, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com. The email is in the video description. I always put it there. Or if you just want to discuss a commission of any kind, I'm now booking for January 2026. So, yes, that's when the books are open for. Email me at the same place. All right. And that's me done, I think. I should be back next week, all being well. But probably with some more pipes. So, I might have melted by then if the heat continues, but you know, I'll do my best. Until then, have a great week, but take it very easy. A loyal pipe maker.